So welcome again. You can see the board, the way it's wobbling around. A really windy day, but we're just going to get straight into this one. I've done a sketch. It's a farm out here. It's kind of near Wormagate, but probably more towards Marham. Just going to get in with our sky. Not going to mess around too much with all of this. Just going to get straight into it, get it on. It's going to dry fast today, no doubt about it. It will dry fast. So cerulean going in, ultramarine, looking for some of these cloud shadows, get things blended and bleeding and merging in. Clouds are getting smaller along to the horizon. When we've got that mixture, that will do for the roof to mirror what's in the sky, I guess. Blending and bleeding in here. This is going to dry, as we said, super fast because of the wind. Going in for some cad yellow. Put that in as an underpainting with our raw sienna. I'm hoping this new microphone is going to work to take out the wind. It's got a little windshield on it, so hopefully it should take out the wind, but you never know. Try these things out. Distant field here, a bit more yellow. Let's pop that in. That's the underpainting there done. It's quite grey out here. What I'm going to do is just bring this down to the edge of these buildings. As I said, it's going to be super fast because things are drying well in the wind, which is brilliant. It's still not the middle of August, August. I wish it was August, it'd be nice and sunny. But yeah, I might dab out a couple of bits there with some tissue. You can see the wind here. Look at this blowing away. Really windy today. Fantastic skies coming in. Create some beautiful effects as it dries super fast. Buildings. Typical Norfolk buildings. Pop in this roof with burnt sienna. Get it in one there. Slightly different shade of roof below it. And this barn as well, similar colour. Pop that in. Coming all the way down to the front here. There's a whole bunch of fencing going on there, but I'm just going to soften that off with clear water. This is dry enough to paint into. Ultramarine, touch of cobalt, get some distant trees in, touch of grey in there as well. Payne's grey, a little bit of the afters. Adjust that a little bit. So we've got some distance going on here. That's basically what that is. It's just signifying suggesting, that's the right word, that there are distant trees. Clear water again. Just to wash that off. And I said, so whoa, there goes the pencil. Just turn that down. Let that do its own thing. It's quite warm colour here on this face of the building. So we'll pop that in. That's way too strong. Take that out a bit. Much too strong. Pop this roof in with this number 6 brush. We'll get that sorted out. In terms of detail and our focal point, it's going to be around here, our darkest dark and lightest light. And so we're going to pop in, there's a gap, there's an opening there, hopefully you can see this. Very dark. Opening into the barn. Coming down. It's a little angle here. Bit of dry brush there as well. Going in. While we have that mixture, we'll pop in some of this burnt umber, and we'll pop in some Payne's grey for these fence posts. Some of them here running all the way up. It's quite wet, so we're going to get an effect. Some blending and bleeding going on. Not where it dries though. A little bit wet there. We'll leave that. Looks quite nice. Here we can pop in some of these tracks while we've got this mixture on the go. They're coming in, pointing towards where we want the eye to go. Ploughed fields around here as well. Make use of this splash just here. Along here it's got some hedgerows, some beautiful, beautiful cloud shadows coming in across this field. Absolutely magnificent. Obviously you can't see them, but I can try and capture some of that energy, I think, as well. Coming in there. Beautiful. Darker notes in here. Get some trees and bush suggestions in there. It's all drying off nicely. Just going to wash out here with some clear water. Bleed that off. And a lot of this is we're going to have to wait for some drying time, I guess, before we can get in, but it is drying quite quickly. What's that look like? Very fast drying today. We're going for a number 2 brush now. Go in, mix up ultramarine blue, Payne's grey, touch of umber for those distant trees. I'm going to keep these very simple. Quite a bit of dry brush in here. There's quite a lot of nice little pencil marks in. The paint's drying off super fast, which can happen. It does happen when we go a windy day out in nature. Kind of captures that. We've got some more coming in here. Dark tree in this one. Some more bits and bobs here. Putting a little bit more of that fence. Put that in. Take that out. Get the edge of there on the roof. Another edge there. These details coming down on this shed. Got a dark door here. And there's a small little opening here. Coming in there. Suggestion of some windows. Let's get some clear water. Let's run that off there. And then we're going to get some foliage going in. Cad yellow, touch of what we had in here. Side of the brush, hopefully you can see that. All the way along. There's also some more yellow in there. So this beautiful spring yellow, so we'll mix it up a little bit. I think that'll be enough on that, we don't want to overdo it. So that's enough for the foliage. Get rid of all this mixture. Take this out. Run that out there. Going for some trusted shadow colour. Ultramarine, crimson, Need plenty of liquid because this is going to dry out quickly, there's no doubt. Ultramarine and crimson. There's a glorious shadow all the way in here coming across, so we'll pop that in. The light's to the left, so we got shadows coming in this way, but it really was an amazing shadow, so I just want to get that kind of in there. This is in shadow, and here comes the sun. Perfect timing. This was in shadow. It's a lovely cloud shadow going across there again. What we do have is a softened edge on there, on some of it. So I soften off some of it. Beautiful. Oh, so dark. It's still coming in all the way across. It's kind of moving all the way over. Incredible. Incredible shadow. Beautiful. And I reckon we're not far off being done, you know. That was a super whizzy painting there. Just want to bring in a few little details here. Hopefully we can see those. Just warm that up a touch. Just pop in a little bit of shadow under this eave. And there. Helps a little bit. And the shadow coming off of this tree, much stronger there into the field. Nice. Pop in a bit of blue. All kinds of little hedgerow shadows in here. Encourage that to move over this way. Just going to touch in a touch of blue in here as well. Take the eye towards there. And now I'm going to start fiddling, so I really ought to stop because this is kind of done. Beautiful wash there going across. I'm going to leave that. Absolutely looks stunning. Just going to pop in darker note in there because we really want the eye to hit that. Don't want that to blur up too much. So we know where the focal point is just because of where we laid in these darkest darks. And I keep saying I've got to stop, but I really have got to stop because I think that's it. We're done. Job done. It's just got to dry now, and then I think we'll see. Look at the wind here, the way it's blowing away. We can take the tape off and have a look. Well, let's have a quick look round. There we go. Very pleased with that. It's a farm out here in West Norfolk. So very nice, good qualities in there. So I've now had a chance to take off the tape and we can see the final painting back in my studio. A bit too windy to do that outside rather. Yeah, very pleased with this one. Really captured that windy day with the cloud shadows coming in, and this farm building in West Norfolk. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that demonstration. Remember to like, to subscribe, to ring the notification bell and all that jazz, and I'll catch you next time. Happy painting.